What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy. Welcome back to my next episode of the United States of Joe Winko. I'm going to be making my next city right here, and the winner of last episode's trivia question was Savannah Skupik. That's the name they wanted me to use, so congratulations to Savannah Skupik. They will be the mayor of my next city, which will be right up here. And this city will be called North Point. That area takes up part of Michigan and Wisconsin. But I remember looking on a map and seeing that there is a small town up here called North Point. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna build here. Just need to wait for it to load up. There's also going to be an interstate running through here. And another annoying thing about this game, the sea level, like it's like constant all over. That's why like it looks like it's just like a canyon, like because in real life, Lake Michigan, it isn't. Well, I think some parts of it probably are, but Lake Michigan isn't that low. Like it's not like a cliff you look down on it and then the water is all the way down there. The water is actually like pretty even, and it's like a gentle slope. It's not so steep like that. Not sure if I'm explaining that right, but I think you guys got the point. Okay, so we added enough trees. This is just going to be a small town. So, North... Oh wait, it's Northport. That's what I was going to call it. The mayor name, Savannah Skupik. So, congratulations. You're the mayor of Northport. Northport. Even though it technically isn't a port because it's too high for me to add in a port. I mean, like, look at that. How the high this is and how low the water is. It's not like that in real life. It's actually like a beach. It's a gentle slope into the water. But this game has to keep the water level constant, and it gets on my nerves. Whatever. I complain about a lot of stuff. Alright, don't want to do that yet. Hold on. Need to add a couple things. So basically the interstate here will just be designed to take people out, to take the Sims out of town. Because that's the whole point, to connect them to have all the regions working together. But it doesn't really matter. It's so complex. I know that there's some space to the north of here, too. Almost done. Oh, yeah, that's cutting it a bit close. Alright, so I-41 will go that way, even though it doesn't go that way in real life, just letting you all know. Oh wait, it didn't build an on-ramp? What the hell? Okay, now it did. And there's another one. And another one. Awesome. Now, why isn't it letting me build a... Oh, wait, it is. Okay, never mind. An avenue that runs parallel to Interstate 41. I'm not sure if there's enough space for me to build a roundabout there, but hopefully. Is that the only road coming from that side is the interstate? You gotta be kidding me. I thought I added more than that. Oh, man. Well, it's alright. I'll just build this going straight into Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And I'll load up Oshkosh, Wisconsin on the record. I mean, off the record. And connect that road to the other roads. For now, they're just going to have to all take the interstates to get to Oshkosh, which will take them into Milwaukee. And they can all work there, since I'm not going to be zoning so many commercial areas in this city. I'm not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I hope that made sense. Okay, so replace all these intersections, replace them with roundabouts. So they're all going... Is there anything from here that leads? Oh man, well I can't really build anything on here right now, but I'll do that off the record, because there's no road going there. Well, hold on. I'll make a road. Just a random road right there, connecting this to Grand Rapids. I should have sworn I did add a road from Grand Rapids connecting this to that, but apparently I didn't, so whatever. Now, I did add a road on... Yep, I added roads on this side. I'm just rambling right now, don't mind me. No, don't want to build a tunnel. I want to see everything I'm building. Just gonna build a square right there. This needs to be connected to the square. And so does this. Alright, so technically it's not a square anymore. I don't know what shape that is, but it's good enough. My Sims should appreciate this design I put into my cities. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I don't really design them that much. That's the funny thing about it. I just, like, kind of, like, wing it the whole entire time. That's not how it is in real life, but you know what? If you drive down to Atlanta, well, drive up to Atlanta from where I live in Florida, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys don't live in Florida. You guys all probably live north of Atlanta. If you guys drive down to Atlanta, and if you see the way that interstate is designed, you would swear that they were winging it when they designed that. Gosh, the traffic on that interstate, and you know, it's so complicated because there's only like the lanes are so wide, and you only can take this way to go to take this exit. I'm trying to find the Interstate 40. Oh, here they are. Whoops. Yeah, I was looking for the Interstate 41 signs. But getting back to what I was talking about, the exits in Atlanta on the interstate are so complicated, you can easily miss them. And I remember when I rode a Greyhound bus from Wisconsin, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Fort Myers, Florida. And the guy driving, when we were driving through Atlanta, the bus driver said that the guy who designed the interstate system in Atlanta, well, the guy who designed the way the interstate layout in Atlanta, they said he was fired after they completed it. And good. I wish they would have fired him before they completed it, because he did a horrible job designing them. Gosh, they should have hired me instead. You know, the funny thing is, I'm not even that good at building interstates in real life. This is just a game. Like, there's so much traffic in my cities. I mean, it's crazy. However, I did make this cool sign. I'm going to add a couple of these along the road. You usually don't have highway signs, like, to the right because... I mean, to the side. It's usually... They usually go over the highway, but... Yeah, we'll make exceptions with this. Hold on. Okay, let me zoom in on that so you guys can get a closer look. For some reason, I'm fascinated with the way states are shaped. So that way, west will take you to Wisconsin. This way, east, will take you to Michigan, and this is Interstate 41, which in real life is only located within the state of Wisconsin. It does not go into Michigan at all. But in the United States of Winko, I'm allowed to bend the rules, so yeah. So I think this is the Wisconsin side, because Wisconsin is connected to Michigan's Upper Peninsula. More geography lessons that you guys probably don't care about, but, yeah. Okay, first things first, let's add a bus stop. Wind turbine. And a water fountain. A water tower, I think that's what it is. Oh, and another really awesome thing, I probably already brought this up, but I don't have to... Where should I put this? I don't have to add the landfill zones anymore, because I downloaded this mod that, I still can't believe there's not a road from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, but it's good enough. I downloaded this mod called the garbage disposal chute. You put a bunch of those up and you don't need landfill zones. Well, you don't even need a whole bunch of them. You only need like one, apparently, especially since this is going to be a low density residential area. But I just felt like adding a whole bunch anyway. Okay, so now let me save again. I need to throw in some of the necessities. Oh, and also there's another really cool thing. The necessities, like that's what I call them. That's not literally what the game calls them. By necessities, I mean, hold on. I should see if I can get a mod that stops that zone is too big error. That's annoying. Oh, shit. Didn't zone. By necessities, I mean like the police department, the schools, the hospitals, the fire stations. You guys know how it has a circle, like a radius, and it only, like that's, like if I set a fire station down, it only covers up so much space. Like, it only covers so much space. Well, I downloaded a mod for all of them that has the fire station space. I mean, that has the space covered by the necessities, that it goes much further. Like this one, like you see how wide that circle is? See how wide that circle is? That covers, that one fire station covers everything. At first, it would only cover like half the size of that, but nowadays, I mean, but now since I downloaded that mod, it can cover up a huge amount of space, which is really awesome. First, I need to make sure they're all getting paid enough, though. And I need to adjust the city audiences. Gosh, I forgot about that. And I also downloaded some other mods, like a large police station. Even though this is just going to be a really small town. It is a really small town. Okay, so Sims are all moving in. We still don't have all the necessities we need. They don't even have water. I forgot about that. But they will soon. Just need to have these pipes circling through. Whew, this game is a lot of work. But it's a lot of fun, too. That's what a friend told me a long time ago. It's a lot of work building up all these cities. And it is, but it's fun. Watching the whole United States of Joe Winko become this whole universe where Donald Trump doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would like that, hopefully. Well, let's not discuss politics. I mean, please. I mean, I don't know why I'm always so inclined to discuss politics in my episodes of the United States of Joe Winko, but well, it makes sense. I mean, it is a game about building stuff and environments and everything. I thought I just added oh, I didn't add a hospital. Okay, so there's also a huge hospital mod I got too. And let's throw in some clinics. KYS, that's important. So you see how much space that one lone clinic covers? That is so awesome. Yeah, and I need to build all styles at once, adjust the taxes and the city ordinances, put all the taxes on 0 because we don't need any taxes because we get the money trees. But I'm gonna put the dirty industrial on 22 because I don't want dirty industries. Okay, smoke detector, neighborhood watch, increased demands. Yeah, the city ordinances are all different too, because I downloaded a whole bunch of mods. Okay, increase mass transit funding, increase public safety, health and education already increased. Increase all the utilities. So yeah, I think that city is ready to go. We have a population of 2,000 so far. Still not many, but I think there might actually be more people living up in the Upper Peninsula than that. That surprises me too, because it's cold as hell up there. Oh, we got the mayor's house. Well, that's why people move up there. People like living in... Some people really like living in cold areas because they think there's not going to be many people up there. And usually they're right, really. Well, Ohio has a ton of people, and it's cold. I'm just rambling off the tip of my head right now. I always do that. Well, I try to make these episodes of the United States of Joe Winko interesting. As I said, the whole point of all my YouTube videos is for you guys to learn about me. Sometimes you guys learn a little too much. That's a scary thing. I feel like a radio host sometimes when I'm doing these, what's it called? Episodes of the United States of Joe Winko. I might as well be one. That would be a fun job to have, really, a radio host. Just playing music and talking about your life and all that stuff, and then you're famous and everyone wants to meet you, and they tell me, hey, I listen to you on the radio all the time. Oh my god, it's Joe Winko. You wear that pointy red bandana that no one's impressed with. Well, I shouldn't say that, gosh. Whatever. Yeah, I'm a bit out of it too. Like, my sleeping schedule's been whack. That's, you know, the thing is, a lot of people don't get this, but the thing is, oh shit, hold on one sec. Ugh, I hate facing the other direction. Okay, so gotta make sure they're all getting their water. Oh, they are. Population 200, I mean 2,000 something. Oh, 2,097. Let's bump it up. I want to at least have 10,000 or 5,000, I think, if I can fit 10,000. So far there's 3,000 Sims living in that, I mean, like, 3,653 Sims living in that small patch of land there. And none of them are complaining about being unemployed because they... Oh, there's something else I forgot to add. A city college. And let me add a couple wind turbines around it. And let me add a bus stop by it, too. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm also going to be adding a Greyhound station. I'm not exactly sure what the Greyhound station does. Well, actually, I kind of do know what it does. It creates, like, a lot of jobs for Sims. But also, I'm not sure if they use it to travel, like, long distances to other cities. I mean, when people get on a Greyhound bus, they usually don't get on a Greyhound bus to commute to work. Correct me if I'm wrong. They're usually, like, going on vacation or going to see family members. Like, I remember I rode the Greyhound bus, and you guys remember that woman from Pensacola who I was kind of obsessed with? No, she wasn't from Pensacola. She lived in northern Wisconsin, and she was heading to Pensacola. And that's what I did in my Pensacola episode. Well, it was like a travel video blog. When my adoptive dad took me on a road trip to Pensacola. Well, it was right on the way back from Mobile, Alabama. So that's the reason why we went. I was saying that, like, I thought it was interesting how... Can this connect? I hope it can. Oh, it can. Awesome. I was saying how I thought it was interesting that she lived in northern Wisconsin, but she was visiting northern Florida. But at the same time, I was from southern Wisconsin, and I was visiting southern Florida. And you know, I know a lot of people are going to think that's weird, and they're like, okay, why are you thinking so much about that? Why does that cross your mind? Well, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting for some reason, and I wanted to go to Pensacola because of that. But I think even normal-minded people... I think that even inspires them to... I don't know how to say this. I think that even inspires them to go somewhere because they heard someone talking about it. Am I correct on that? Like, for example, like someone overhears someone talking about something, and I didn't even overheard that. She told me she was going to Pensacola. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't ask her what she was going there for, really. It was in February. And I was thinking, well, that was another thing. I was thinking, okay, it's February. And the panhandle of Florida, it does get a bit cold. I'm not sure exactly what it's like in February, but it does get a bit cold. And I was just wondering, like, wouldn't they prefer to go to southern Florida instead? Like, if it's warm down there? Like, warmer than it is in the panhandle. But she most likely was visiting relatives or something. I remember she told me that the longest... Yeah, me and her were talking the whole entire ride down there. I think that's the reason why. That's another reason why I was so inclined to go to Pensacola. She was... Me and her were talking the whole entire ride down there. She told me that the longest bus ride that she ever been on was to... Hold on one second. Let me see... Oh yeah, this hospital's smaller. That'll be fine. She told me that the longest bus ride that she had ever taken was from Wisconsin to California, and it was 3 days long, and I was like, oh gosh. I honestly can't imagine doing that. As much as I love riding the Greyhound, well, actually, no, it wouldn't be that bad. It's just an extra day longer than Wisconsin to Florida. The Greyhound wasn't really bad at all. You just gotta be prepared for it and know what to expect. I keep saying that I'm gonna do a video about that one of these days, but I keep forgetting to. Then it tells me that the zone is too large. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Okay. Alright. Now, oh, damn, and Sims are already starting to move in right before I put the necessities down. Ugh, damn you, Sims. Well, I'm glad that they're moving in. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to jinx it. That's what makes a city a city. The Sims move in. Now I have to figure out where to put this. I'll put it right there. Right across from the high school. And let me add like a gazebo or something here. Yep, right there. I just don't like tearing down Sims houses to build stuff. I don't know why, that always gets to me for some reason. Okay, so let me see where they all commute for work. Are they using the... What? None of them are using the elevated... How are they all using that road? That road doesn't go anywhere. And they're all using that road, but none of them are using the interstate? Are you kidding me? That's the only road leading to Oshkosh. Weird. I don't get it either, but whatever. Because I haven't connected this road to Oshkosh yet. I don't know how that works. Darn it. I'm kind of mad that they're not using the interstate. Hopefully these Sims will. You never know. Oh, now they are. Yep, they are now. Yeah, those arrows, they're pointing out. Oh, yeah, the bus arrows are pointing out, too. So, yeah, they use the interstate. Awesome. Yep, Wisconsin to Michigan. I don't think I added anything on the Michigan side yet of this. I'm not sure which side is the Michigan side. Oh, wait, I should be able to tell just by looking at this own sign, really. The way it's shaped. So that's Wisconsin, Upper Peninsula, which is attached to Wisconsin. So I think like this roundabout, like at some point of an angle. So I think this is considered the Michigan side, and all this is Michigan. That's definitely Michigan right there. I haven't built anything there yet, even though I was going to. Oh yeah, I should get to that. This is still considered part of the city, even though like it's not connected to the rest of the city. They have to drive like all the way around to get to that other side, to Interstate 41, but none of them really need to, because this connects to those roads I built. They connect to, let me see, Grand Rapids, which connects to all the other cities in Michigan and the United States of Joe Winko. They could drive all the way down to Florida, aka where the capital of the United States of Joe Winko is, where I built the first city. They don't have big hospitals like my new cities do. Well, because it was the first city I ever built, so it's kind of unfair to hold them up to that standard, but still. Ooh, I unlocked the large elementary school! Oh, let me see if I could put some of those, over here. And if I unlocked the large elementary school, I should have unlocked the large high school by now. Did I? Oh no, I need 6,000 Sims to... a population of 6,000 Sims to unlock that. So nothing started building up over here yet. Alright, they all need water. It's one important thing I need to add. I need some water. Like, I have like a ton of water bottles in my room. Like, when my adoptive parents came down, they got me a whole bunch of water bottles, and I was so happy about that. They said if a hurricane hits, I'll be prepared for it. Well, a hurricane actually did hit, but it didn't hit my section of Florida. That's another weird thing. Like, people who don't live in Florida, they always think that when a hurricane hits, that it, like, wipes out all of Florida. But that's not true. It only wipes out, like, the section of Florida it hits. That's like saying if Texas was hit by a tornado, that all of Texas was destroyed by that one tornado. But again, that's not true. only the section of Texas that tornado hit. Texas is a tornado state, but that's more Oklahoma, really. That's a tornado state than the rest of them. So I'm gonna need to add a fire station. I think I might have already added those. Let me add a couple parks. That always attracts Sims. Oh, a soccer field. That'd be nice. Like, I used to want to play soccer back when I was a little kid, but I didn't want to because I was too afraid I'd break my bones. I didn't want to break any bones. I actually have broke my ribs before. That was shit. Did not mean to do that. I was talking about that road mistake I did, but I didn't mean to break, well, obviously I didn't mean to break my ribs. That was not a good time in my life. I don't really want to talk about that because it was not good. Gosh. And then I remember there was this girl I went to school with, and she wasn't very nice. It was middle school, and I remember during science class, the teacher, like, we had to remember all the bones in the human body, and the teacher was giving us quizzes on them. Well, no, she wasn't giving us quizzes yet. She was, like, going over them. She had the skeleton model, and then she said, she was pointing to the skeleton, and then she said, okay, so here are the ribs, and these are called the costals. And then this girl who was bullying me in class, she leaned over and she whispered in my ear, and I'll never forget the way she said this. She says, I hope you fracture your costals, break some of your ribs, and die. And that's what she said. And then I started laughing during class, and then everyone was staring at me like I was crazy because I was the only one who heard her. But I still thought it was funny how she said that. She was like, break some of your ribs and die. That's how she did. She put so much emphasis on the word ribs. Yo, ribs! Okay, no, that's not how she did it. I don't know why my voice goes high pitch. Yo, ribs! Break some of your ribs and die! Yeah, that is how she said it. Her voice went high pitched when she did that. That was messed up. You know, that really is a mean thing to say. Why would you want someone to break their ribs and die? I mean, gosh, it's bad enough that you're breaking your ribs, but dying from it too? Gosh. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. That was messed up. But you know, the thing is, I remember when I finally took that test, to remember all the human bones in the body, the one bone I never forgot about was the costals, which meant the ribs. After she said that, because that's what I always remembered, I was thinking, okay, what are the ribs called? And then I thought of her leaning over during class and saying, I hope you fracture your costals, break some of your ribs, and die. Well, you know, that's what happens when you give an ignorant woman vocabulary. I mean, seriously. She was ignorant to say stuff like that. Gosh. Like, ignorant as in mean, really. Well, on the bright side, at least we won't... Wait a sec, how many... Where's the high school? Did I build one? Oh, I didn't add one. Alright, I'll just put it right here. Alright, something tells me that I need to add another college, too. What, does that house have palm trees? Well, who the fuck has palm trees in Michigan? Get real. Well, this game doesn't really have a climate system like the real USA does, which kind of sucks because it makes it... That would make it more diverse. I wish there was a way I could, like, set the... I could set, like, the climate for each city. So I could have, like, the sunny like warm weather plants in the north and the normal plants. I mean, no, the sunny warm weather plants in the south, and then the normal plants that can survive anything in the north. Because that's basically it. Like, the north doesn't have like trees that the south doesn't have. Like, there's no plant out there that can only survive in cold places. Kind of depressing, really. Seems like the south has the upper hand on that, but whatever. No one really thinks about that anyway. I mean, I only think about it because I'm autistic. If I had a normal mind, like, people would just be telling me to get over it, really. And I'm like, why should I get over it? It's something that interests me. Okay, so I'm gonna add another chunk of space right here. We'll zone some more residential areas. That's what I meant to say. And make these and these. And they need water too. Oh, I did not mean to add a water pipe all the way over there, but whatever. You can never have too many water pipes, just in case I end up deciding to build something over there. Okay, so clinic, you know how important that is, KYS. And a bus stop, public parking garage, a wind turbine, another fire station, even though like we already have like all the space covered up. Maybe I can fit 10,000 Sims. I'm pretty sure I could. In all this space, because I don't really have that much space, but I'm pretty sure I could fit 10,000. What am I at right now? 6,288. Now I'm at 7,000. Yeah, I could fit 10,000. That's going to be my... Okay, now I'm at 8,000. Is anyone complaining about not having a job at all? Because I only zoned, like, residential areas all over. No, they seem to know how to commute and take things from point A to point B. That's good. I'm glad my Sims are finally getting smarter. Behaving the way I want them to. Lots of micromanaging. It's not like The Sims micromanaging, but still micromanaging nonetheless. Okay. So now some more low-density residential. More low-density residential. And more streets going across a busy avenue. A bus stop right in the center. Another one right here. They'll use it. They better. If I'm building it. A large water pump. Another large water pump, even though I technically don't need one. And... well, I don't need two of them, that's what I meant. I do need one of them. Okay, so... yeah, I better add another fire station, because this one seems... yeah, that one seemed a bit out of the way. And some large high school. Let's throw that right there. And a few wind turbines. Well, a whole bunch of wind turbines, actually. And let me make sure they're all getting their water. They are. We're now at a population of 8,000. Wanted to make sure I zoned enough residential areas near the interstate, because I don't know, for some strange reason, I like to think that people actually do like living by the interstate, but they really don't, because they complain about it being loud. I mean, I didn't mind it at all, but my adoptive parents would complain about it. I never really even noticed the interstate, really. Like, one time there was a crash on Interstate 94. That was the interstate I used to live by in Wisconsin. But, like, when we went out there, it wasn't anything that we noticed, at least. Let me speed this up some. How am I down to a population of 7,994? And why is it saying that they don't have a way out? They do. Alright, now they're at a population of 9,941. Okay, no one's complaining about not having a job at all, so... What's this? Oppressive policing has... Oh, they want me to decrease that? Okay. Alright, yeah, because the police... Like, if you pay the police too much money, it'll become corrupt. You know, it's funny how true this game is, but let's not even go there. I already said I didn't want to discuss politics. Politics literally bring out the worst in people. That's what I noticed. And I don't want to bring out the worst in anyone here. Like, for example, I have one friend who's like a Republican, and I was gonna say, never mind. Nothing he says is bad at all, though, really. Like, some stuff he says actually makes sense, really. That's the twisted thing about it. But, you know, I don't know what side to go on sometimes. I mean, I lean much more towards the Democratic side, to be honest with you guys, so you all know. Like, I voted Democrat in my state, because, like, this one person I met, they told me, if you want to live like a Republican, vote Democrat. Try and play SimCity 4, but I always get stuck talking about politics. What's up with that? Do I have 10,000 Sims yet? No, I don't. I still only have like 9,660. That's not enough. No. Oh, wait. No. I have an idea. I could just build onto this. And they have no electricity right now, but I'll add that in a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna need to add like a bunch of wind turbines. And a bus stop. That's where the wind turbines will come in. And a water pump. A water tower. One of these super awesome water towers. That was another mod I downloaded. The custom water towers that help get water like literally all over the place, and that don't like go thin at all from what I noticed. By going thin, I mean that they don't give much water, because you have them spread out so much. I don't know, I'm talking off the tip of my head, as I said earlier. Gosh. Alright, so another street leading there. Oh yeah, I connect the street there. Connect the street there. Connect the street there. I can't connect to this street. But those 4 streets, yes, I can. And the houses are building up. And why is this... Okay, those annoying little symbols went away. Now I'm at 10,000. Yay! It's just as many subscribers as I have on YouTube. I've been at 10,000 for a long time. I got 10,000 subscribers in November 2017. Now I'm still at the 10,000 level, but like I'm at like 10,800 now. My channel's been taking longer to get like subscribers. I remember this one bozo left a comment on my videos and told me, "Oh, Joe Winko, your channel is dying." No, my fucking channel isn't dying. My channel is coming to life, damn it. The whole point of my YouTube videos is for people to get to know me, so fuck off. Just because I'm not making a Sims 2 video doesn't mean my channel is dying. Jeesh. I'm finally attracting the crowd who I want to attract. The people who want to get to know me. Because, you know, that's the crowd I was trying to attract the whole entire time with all these videos. With the commentaries, with the talk videos, the United States of Joe Winko. So you guys know what my favorite towns are and how I want them arranged and everything. And how cool I think they are and everything. And how cool I think the interstate system is. That's the whole point. Is for people to learn about me. Even with the Sims 2 videos, the whole point of those was for people to learn about me, like how would I react in this situation, what would happen if this was going on, and what kind of crazy stuff goes on in my imagination and everything. That's why I made those videos. But you know, the thing is, it seems like people just get off on the effects I have in my Sims 2 videos and don't even pay attention to the deeper meaning behind them. That's why I got tired of making them, because I felt like I was being like exploited or something. I mean, what? I mean, don't use me to jerk off to your... I mean, don't jerk off to my Sims 2 videos and expect me to, like, feed you more and more of it. Well, I mean, like, I know people aren't literally doing that with my Sims 2 videos, but it almost seems like they are, but I'm pretty sure you guys get what I'm trying to say there. Hopefully. Gosh, that sounded wrong. So I'm gonna zone some more low-density residential, like all along this. And hopefully like a whole bunch of small houses get built along that. Let me speed it up. They shouldn't take long to. I mean, like, it seems like no one wants to live by the interstate. That's a funny thing. Okay, none of them built up. Let me add a couple parks. Like a gazebo. Okay, they're starting to build up. Basketball court. Right off of Interstate 41. Which isn't really a major interstate, but it might as well be. It's the only interstate running through the what's it called, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. In real life, they don't have an interstate running through the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. They do have a highway, but there's a difference between highway and interstate. An interstate has a blue shield, a highway has a white shield, and I don't have any white shield highways in the United States of Joe Winko. I didn't really label any. Technically, they do kind of exist, I guess. I mean, it's all roads connecting other cities to each other. So it's good enough. Okay, so population 10,926. Desirability, good all over. Health, good all over. Education, good all over. Garbage, snow garbage. Air pollution. Oh, not even air pollution? Okay, crime. Oh, wait, I don't have any... I don't have a police station over here? Nah, I'll change that. Hold on. I don't need to add like those mega police stations, just a large one would be fine. Alright, crime is fine. No crime. So this city is actually turning out really good. Wow, I'm impressed, really. Even though I made this myself, I'm still impressed. So what to do? Yeah, well, I said my goal was going to be like 10,000 Sims because I just wanted this to be a small town. I'm starting to become more fascinated with adding small towns to the United States of Joe Winko. So I'm actually just going to pause and I'm going to save and end this. Wait, first I'm going to take a picture of this. I love the way that looks. That Wisconsin-Michigan sign. Let me take another picture of it. Okay, that looks good. Northport. Half of it's in Wisconsin, half of it's in Michigan. No defined state line. Whatever. I mean, how can you do that when all your cities are shaped as squares? That's the only defining line. Okay, so I saved Northport. So, that's basically it for this episode of the United States of Joe Winko. Thanks so much to Savannah Skupik for answering this episode's trivia question correctly and for becoming the mayor of Northport. I really appreciate it. It's always awesome when you guys answer the trivia questions correctly because, you know, that's another point of this whole YouTube series. I mean, to get people to watch my old videos so they don't go looking back on so they don't keep asking me to make a new one over and over again. So don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. And don't forget to answer this episode's trivia question correctly. As you all know, the first person who answers it correctly will be crowned the mayor of my next city in the United States of Joe Winko. So that's it. Peace out, people. This episode's trivia question. How did Joe Winko defeat the Nightmare Man in Joe Winko's 2010 Sims 2 slasher film, The Nightmare Man? Answer this question in the comments. The first person to comment the correct answer will be crowned the mayor in my next city of the United States of Joe Winko. Please also mention the name you want to be listed as. Remember, you must use the same name at all times. That is it. Peace out, people.